Hi guys, it's Bonnie Michelle and I'm here live for you to answer any questions that you might have. We've been following me on Facebook for so long and I just want to say thank you guys. It's been great. You are the best followers. And on Twitter, which is Bonnie Tarot, at Bonnie Tarot, and you are fantastic followers. I couldn't ask for any better. And I do email readings, phone readings, in-person readings, fundraisers, parties, and all of the above. And so here I am, going live for the first time, yay! And just for you guys, because I wanted to give back to you guys who's always given so much to me. So if you have any questions whatsoever on your minds, anything at all, it could be from relationships to work, finances, health, family members, children. People do ask me, do you ask questions for people that passed away, any messages? Whatever messages I do get that I can bring to you, I do it through the cards. So that I am able to do, and so if that was an issue, ask away. If there's someone out there that you want some connection to, we can give it a shot and see what comes through. But I am here for you and I can answer any question, and even if it has nothing to do with a particular question for me to shuffle the cards, if there's just something that you're curious about, how I got into this, or what else do I do, you can ask me that too. So anything you're curious about, just type away. I am here, and I don't know if you hear it in the background. I got some very soothing music, and that would be Enya. She's very soothing and very mystical, so it's really cool music. So I'm here for you for about the next 15-20 minutes. So anything that's on your mind, just type away. I'm here. Here's my cards. It is the Hanson Roberts deck, which I happen to love. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to pull out one card. There's like, ooh, look at that. I pulled out the Tower. That's pretty wild. Okay. I want to get, so you can see just how beautiful these cards are. You know, here's the Two of Cups, which represents love. So I love the graphics. You can see how sharp the colors are, and that's what I love, because that's what helps me tell the story. So if you want me to tell you a story and give more insight into any situation that you might have going on, and even when I do it personally and privately, everything is all done private and secure, and you know, it's very private, so I keep it all to myself. But what I want to do for you today is just to answer any of your questions. So just give me, you can give me a call, 917-902-8873 if this is going beyond live. But while I'm here live for you, I just want you to just type in any question that you might have, and I'll try to answer you and give you the best information that I get through my cards for you today. So again, it could be anything. People say, how do you do it over the phone? How do you do it over email? I just connect to the person that's on the other side of me. Whether it's on the phone, I pick up the vibrations on your voice. If it's an email, I just concentrate on you as the person. So I just connect to that. And by doing that, I'm able to read for you as if you're right in front of me. And that has been working for me for the past 20-somewhat years. Don't want to give away my age, but you probably already know how old I am, so that's another story. But, so if you have any questions for me, just type away. Could be anything. Are you moving? Are you going to sell your house? Any relationship issues? Are you going to get back together with somebody? How does somebody feel? What actions, or anything like that? Oh, I see we have a question from Allison. For your future. Oh, okay, Allison, we'll take a look in a general sense. What is coming up for you for your near future, and see what happens. The great thing about going live is that I can actually show you the card. Ooh, look at that. I have a jumper. Sorry about that. When a card jumps out of the deck, and falls on the floor. That is usually called a jumper. So I have a feeling that what's happening with you, because of the card that jumped out, 90% of the time that same card comes up in your reading. And I usually do what's called the Celtic Cross deck, because that gives me the most information for you. But it came up with the Eight of Pentacles. So I have a feeling, a strong feeling, that your foundation, your focus is going to be about work and your career that's coming up for you over the next couple of months. So that's just something to think about. So if there's anything going on with the work, that's where the focus is going to be. But let me see, Allison, what more I can do as I'm shuffling the cards for you right now. And we'll see what's happening. Okay. Allison. All right. Well, it's very interesting. I feel that there is a lot going on. I don't know if you could see the cards over here right now, but I'm going to pick them up a little bit one by one. And we'll see if I can tell you what's happening, because what happens the way I do my readings is sometimes I tell a story. So there's, I see definitely some children going on over here, but I also feel that you have the Tower. Now the Tower usually means unexpected events that are going to happen to you. However, they're going to be very positive ones. Okay, because with the Nine of Cups, that's a wish card. So things look really good and happening. I feel like you have to get out more. I feel the desire to be more social. And so there's going to be a balance of work, career, being more sociable with the Three of Cups, which is going out and having a good time. Just, I also see a Aries, Leo, Virgo man in the near future as well. So there's definitely a man in your environment that's coming up. I feel that there's been some frustrations going on, some annoyances and not feeling so hot, but that is in the past. So the future, your situation for the next couple of months look pretty good, okay? So again, I feel like it's going to be more career oriented, and I feel that there might be a few unexpected situations coming up, but not on a negative, but more on the positive. So you have definitely good things to look up to. And I see some friends and stuff like that. I feel there might be a period of time also that you might feel a sense of unsure, that you might be a little confused about things. Don't worry, everything is going to work its way out. So things look pretty good for you, Allison. So just trust your intuition, know the choices and decisions to be made, and you'll be pretty good. So I hope that kind of gives you a little bit of insight. So, but thank you for your question, Allison. I do appreciate it. So if there's anyone else, anyone out there that is curious about anything that's on your mind, thank you guys for joining this live. Oh, you're so welcome, Allison. It's my pleasure. Anytime. If there's anything more specific that you want me to go into, just email me on the side or text me or anything on Facebook or my email, bonnietarot@yahoo.com. I'm on Twitter @BonnieTarot. And hi, Chrissy. How's it going? Oh, it's nice to see you. And Crystal, hi, thanks for joining. And definitely I'll take a look at your career path for you. That seems to be the top 2 topics that I get a lot. I'm sure you can guess what number 1 is, and that is relationships. But career path is definitely a close second. So I'm going to take a look for Crystal and see what's going on with her career path and see what is happening. Let's see, Crystal, what's going on with your career? I just concentrate on you, your name, what you're asking me about. I shuffle the cards till I feel connected to you, and I take a look and see what's really going on really quick. Well, okay, very, very interesting cards that you have. Now, the first thing I get is the Eight of Swords. Now, that's feeling stuck in a situation that sometimes you feel like you don't know how to get out of. and you really want to work in a situation that you really enjoy and really love with the Two of Cups, but this is in your opposing position. So what happens when it's opposed? You're not getting, or you're not in a situation that you're truly really loving at the moment. So you're like, what do I do? What do I do? You want to be in something that I really enjoy and go to every day. You're contemplating, do I kind of look for something else? Will there be another situation or opportunity coming my way? I also see you focusing on your career because it impacts your family life. You know, so I see a lot of, in fact, two. So there's a lot of home and family going on connected to it. So if there's a situation where you feel like maybe you can find work that you can do outside of your home as well, that's a plus for you. So that's something to consider. So if you're thinking about that, that's a positive path to go on. But I definitely feel that with you, it's something important to find something that you really enjoy and like to do. I know a lot of people just do their daily work because they have to, and they're not always crazy about it, but some people actually like their job. But with you, I feel like you're feeling stuck right now, but I think that will pass and you'll find something a bit more to your liking, because I feel a lot of cups, and cups is love and happiness and enjoying where you're going. So I hope that gives you some insight. Definitely keep your options open, okay? All right. So thank you for that question, Crystal. All right, I know Chrissy's been asking about her son, so we're going to take a look and see what's going on with her. I do get that's probably the third top. We got relationships, we got career, and we got children. So a lot of people ask me about children. Crystal, I know you feel stuck with your choices, but I believe it's all going to work out for you, so don't worry, okay? So whatever decision you make, that's the right one for you. So good luck with that. Again, you can always reach me on my Facebook page, which is where you're following me now, or you can email at bonnietarot@yahoo.com. You can text me or call 917-902-8873. And we're going to take a look at Chrissy's question. So, hi Chrissy, how are you? It's been a while. I hope you're well. Chrissy does jewelry, by the way, so if anyone's interested in jewelry, and I forgot the name, so Chrissy, if you want to mention the company you work for, we'll give you a shout out over there. So, okay. Hi. All right. All right, let's take a look. Chrissy, what's the name of your son? Just give me his first name, please, if you can, so that way I can focus on him with his name. Hi, Chrissy. Chrissy, if you can give me a shout out. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, we'll take a look here. You know what's interesting, Chrissy? I kind of feel like it's everyone around him that is confused or concerned or has an issue with him per se. Because when I asked the cards about your son, I tried to go into his mode of mind and where he's thinking and what he's feeling, and if everything's going cool with him, you know. And I feel like he's a good kid. I do. Sometimes I think he feels like he's fighting with everything that he's trying to do. So if he's trying to do something, sometimes I think he feels like he has to fight for everything that he does, and so that's really, and then the people around him like are maybe a little bit confused because they have the Eight of Swords, and that's how people react to him. Maybe they don't understand him, but I feel like he's got really a lot of good emotions within himself. I think he's a good kid. I just feel like sometimes he has to fight for things that he wants or tries to get for himself. But I definitely feel that he's a good, healthy kid. And yep, that's it. You're all confused. That's what the Eight of Swords is coming from. But, and you know, I think exactly. So I think he's a healthy, go-lucky, loving child, that sometimes people misunderstand him, and that he feels sometimes that he just has to fight for certain things that he wants. But I think that on a general sense, he's pretty good. So I wouldn't worry so much, you know. I don't worry what other people think. He's a good kid, you know. Well, I hope that helped you, Chrissy. And again, tell me what your jewelry line is, because I want to give you a shout out because you have some cool stuff. So in case anyone is interested. And hi, Elizabeth. How are you? How you doing? Oh, you want to know about school? Okay, let me ask real quick. Let me just see something. Inga, I will get back to you in a moment. I just want to finish up with Chrissy and her son real quick. You know, so I gotcha. Okay. I think he likes the social aspect of school, okay? Because I feel that he's got the Tower on him, so things might be a little bit hard, and it might be a little bit harder for him to do the things that he wants to do. I think he, like I said, he loves the social aspect of the friends, the hanging out, the partying, the getting togethers, you know. I feel like as far as the schooling aspect is concerned, I think it might be a little bit hard for him because he has the Justice card with the Three of Swords. So he can be a little bit tough for him, and he's worried that maybe he won't be as good as you hope he does, because you guys have the Five of Swords, so that's like partial success. So he's not doing to the best of his capabilities, but right now his mind isn't focusing so much on really buckling down as much as he is enjoying himself with his friends and extra activities that's going on over there. But I think that he can improve with time, so don't worry, Chrissy, he's gonna be okay. It's just right now he's going through that period of time where he just rather hang out than study too much. And because I'm not crazy about the Tower, you know what I'm saying, it's a bit like you know, so that just means that he needs to calm down a little bit, but he'll be okay. You got it. All right. Hi, Lisa. Can I take a question via Facebook message? What, can you write me a question on here? Sure, Chrissy, my pleasure, anytime. I just had a question before you, Lisa, and I just wanted to get back to Inga. I know she wants to know if she's on the right path, and let me just do that for you rather quickly and see what's going on. By the way, thank you all for your questions. They're great questions. Just remember, no question is too small or too embarrassing, because I've heard it all. For over 20 years, you can imagine the things, but I'm the most non-judgmental person, and I implore you to ask me anything that's on your minds. And if it's an embarrassing question and you don't want to write it on here, you can always send me a private message on Facebook or email me at bonnietarot@yahoo.com. So let me check real quick for Inga, and we shall see what you're going on the right path. Okay. Hi, Inga. Well, I just want to say that I can understand your question, because the card that's opposing you is the Eight of Swords, which means feeling like you're not sure if you are on the right path or not. You're a bit confused. And again, you're feeling that stuck. So that's to be a focus right now. You're very committed to the situation you're into right now, whether it be relationships and where you are at this point in time in your life. I do feel some disappointments that you feel in your head, that maybe things aren't as well as you thought that they would be at this point in time, but you still have lots of love around you and all that stuff, and you just, sometimes I feel like you're going through the motions. So there has to be definitely more communications, more action over there. I feel the fear is that things are either not getting to the point in your life where you hoped it would be, and so you feel that things have like moved very slowly for you and not gotten to a point and place in your life that you were hoping it to be. But I do see the Ace of Cups, so I definitely feel that there are new things coming for you. Don't be afraid to try something new. I know you feel a little stuck, but things will kind of work its way out, and that will slowly move to the past. I know you're feeling also a little bit of disappointment or sadness about things that have been going on, but don't worry about it. Things will work out, okay, Inga? So I hope that gives you something to grasp on, and thanks for asking a question. It's always nice. You know, it's been a long time since I actually saw you, but thank you for asking the question. It's been like, I don't know, 10 years maybe? Thanks, and I hope you are well, and I wish you all good things all the time. So thank you so much. Let's see where we are right now. All right, Lisa. I gotcha. Lisa, I totally get it. I know. Well, thanks for the clarification. Well, Inga, thank you for acknowledging that I was on the right path and that you'll be okay. So don't worry about that. Lisa, I get it that you want it to be confidential. I do understand your question. If I understand correctly, based on previous readings that we've had and just the blurb that I saw, I do know what you're looking for. So I will try to keep it as best as I can, and we'll see what information I can give you. Okay, so let's okay. Well, Lisa, this question, this reading spread is for you. Now, my only concern is the Moon card. When I get the Moon card to represent the other individual, that means that they're not exactly being 100% honest or truthful to you. So please be aware of that, okay? So I just want you to not get hurt. I want you to be in a healthy situation that works for you and your heart. Okay, so but when I get this, that usually means that they're not always being honest or interpreting themselves as being truthful. So just please be aware of that. There must have been some kind of conflict, or I'm not sure, there was an argument of some sort, or there's an issue of really not spending that much time as you had hoped. But it makes you do a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching about what you need and what you want in your life. I don't know if you can see the card, it's the Hermit card. So that's the soul searching, but it's kind of like in your fear, you know, you're thinking, sometimes people think the worst when things don't go so great, so they overthink things. But it's also a soul searching situation. You have to know, what do you need in your life? If you're only getting a certain part success, but not everything, it may not be the best situation for you. I know at the beginning it seems a bit romantic, or some romance going on over there a little bit, and things were moving okay here and there, but then there was like a snag with the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Interesting, they're both fives. And fives usually mean disappointments, things not going your way, not finding common ground for timing, to spend time together, and trying to figure it out. There is a social setting that you might see this person, but again, just please be careful because of this moon card that I expressed to you. That so if there's anything more or more specific, you can email me privately, and then we can always look more into that. So I hope I was able to give you a little bit of insight, but remember, everybody has their own, their own mindsets. What I do for you as I try to give you some insight into what's going on should your situation continue on the path that it is going on right now. I can give you a different direction. I can tell you where things might be heading. And I can also try to get into the other person's thought process, so it might help you understand where the other person is coming from. So I definitely hope. So Lisa, I hope that gives you a little bit of help. So thank you for acknowledging that. I appreciate it. It's my pleasure. Inga, you're so welcome. It's, I try to help whenever I possibly can. So if anyone else out there has any more questions, I think that this is where I'm going to sign off. And again, if you have any personal questions or even private questions, you can call me 917-902-8873, or you can text me, same thing, I will get that message, or on Facebook, Bonnie Tarot, or you can email me at Facebook, no, I'm getting a little off on my thing, it's bonnietarot@yahoo.com, there you go. Someone's trying to talk to me, so I am sorry. But I see Tara Russell. Oh, I'm sorry, Tara just joined us. Tara, I was just about to sign off, but if you did have a question, I will stay on just for you, because I haven't seen you around in a long time. So it's always a pleasure to see old friends when I don't get a chance to. But again, you can follow me on Facebook at Bonnie Tarot. You can email me at bonnietarot@yahoo.com. You can find me on Twitter at Bonnie Tarot. You can text or call 917-902-8873. I do fundraisers and parties, house parties, surprise parties. I once did a surprise party for another girl named Bonnie, and boy, was that a surprise, because we're both named Bonnie, so that was a great one. So thank you all so much for joining in, and I hope I was able to give you some insight into what is happening with you guys, and you know how to reach me. Thank you so much for acknowledging what I have told you, and I hope that everyone has a fabulous Sunday evening, and that I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.